me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you saw the last video that I uploaded, then you saw me talking about blushes that I tried that actually were a letdown, because I'm usually impressed by the things that the brand comes out with, but I was just not impressed because the blushes were quickly disappearing, and it's probably due to my skin tone. So I figured in today's video, let's talk about blushes that actually do show up on deeper complexions. Summer is coming, spring is here, so if you want to be really rosied out this upcoming seasons, let's go. Okay, first up, I am wearing this like all the time, but this is the blush that I use to like underpaint type thing, not the like topper blush that I would use. This is from Huda Beauty. It is her liquid blush. This shade is Watermelon Pop. It smells like candy. Really love this, but it is a very pigmented blush, liquid blush. I think liquid blush, if you are trying to go for a how many times can I say blush? A blush that is kind of easier to blend in with your face, as in a more natural type of look, then you probably want to go with a liquid blush. I just feel like, with it being a liquid and blending into your skin and your foundation, stuff like that, just makes it easier when it is a liquid blush. That is what it looks like swatched. Blend that out. And I would say she has a lot of flattering colors for a lot of different complexions. So this one, keep on me. And if you want to stay in the liquid family, you already know. Rare Beauty, I stan, S-T-A-N, I stand by these blushes. These might be like the most pigmented of pigmented liquid blushes. I'm trying to think really quickly. Milk Makeup does have a liquid blush that's really good. But I think I would stand by these. These have been my faves for years. I actually kind of stopped using this and started using the Huda one because it is that pigmented. And you guys know I am more of a like natural blush kind of girly. So that's why I switched to the Huda one. But you can still get a more like natural blush look with this one. But baby, Rare has them shades. Okay, so I have two shades here. Trying to see if I can swatch this at the same time. We're trying to save time here. I got two shades here. Do you see that? Look at the pink. Look at the pink. Look at it. Lucky and Believe. And then you try to. I know I crossed the Rare one into the Huda one, but do you see that? Do you see these shades? They're going to show up on deeper complexions. They are going to stay throughout the day. I'm telling you, that Rare one might just take the cake when it comes to blushes. Blushes on deeper complexions, blushes that are going to last throughout the day. It might take the cake as like one of the best liquid blushes out there. I'm trying to think. Definitely the best out of what I'm going to recommend in this video. Okay, so now let's get into powder blushes. You already know it was gonna have to be mentioned. I do believe Juvia's Place also has liquid blushes, but I would still give it to Rare Beauty when it comes to liquid blushes. But powder blushes, baby, y'all ain't seeing it. Look at it oh, they also have good, hold on. My brain literally goes from one thing to another thing at the same time. But their powder blushes, not seeing them. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was either like early 2025 or late 2024 where people who were not deeper complexions were complaining because this was too pigmented. Like they were doing, especially on TikTok, they were doing like tutorials and reviews and stuff like that where they were packing this on and then saying like it's too pigmented, you can't blend it out, anything like that. And I just feel like, common sense, you can usually look at things and see when they are like really pigmented and whatnot. So if you already see it's pigmented, why would you start out with a lot? Y'all know I be saying it all the time. Start out with less because you can always build up to more. But when you have too much on your face, especially when it comes to makeup, it's not that easy to get it to go away. Why would you do that? Like, it's not that you can't wear the shade because, it's too much for your skin tone. You're putting too much of it on. So swatched this. Do you see that? Do you see that? Now imagine straight up putting this on your face regardless of what your skin tone is. Imagine if I put just that much on my face. Well, what else would I be expecting? However, you know what the good thing about this is? That you have the option. That is literally the point. Like, listen to yourself. That is too pigmented. Have you ever stopped and thought, maybe it's just not for me? I actually saw a TikTok earlier, and this woman was complaining about Rose Ink foundation, and it's like a pump type of applicator, like you push down and the product comes up. And you know, she made a video about it, and she was like, really, I hate impractical product designs. You need to go back to the drawing board. When I saw you, they were eating her up in the comment section, because again, sometimes you need to stop and think about it. If it seems like it doesn't make sense, and if you think, oh, it's just so stupid, blah, 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 maybe stop and ask yourself, is it for you? Because they were in the comments saying, like, I'm pretty sure it's made that way for people who have like mobility issues and whatnot. And I feel like Rare Beauty also had a product like that not long ago, where people were like, oh, that doesn't make sense with the packaging and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. And it was like a packaging that's supposed to help people who have mobility issues, because Selena herself has mobility issues. And I've seen that time and time again, like, you know, sneakers that have like a zip on it or not laces. And people were like, are people so lazy that they can't lace up their sneakers anymore? Well, you know, the elderly exist who can't just bend down and tie their laces. So like stuff like that, when you made a video and you're talking about this is too pigmented, that's your privilege talking. When you are used to the products being made to complement your skin tone, you can't comprehend that products will be made out there for other people who are usually left out. Liquid blushes is if you are going for like you're just trying to have it blend in, like look naturally flushed in your face. Powder blushes, if you're trying to get that like painted by Esther look, those type of, you know, there is no blush blindness on your face, get the powder blushes. The powder blushes, baby. Sticking with powder, another one I would recommend, and one that has shades flattering for deeper complexions, Tower 28. This is the collaboration that they did with Tony Bravo. This is Sunset Shirley, and I think this is the one. No, it's not the one that's broken. This is what the inside, and it's not, you can look at it. Sometimes you can just literally just look at the product and tell that it's going to be very pigmented. It's just going to look chef's kiss on the face. Quick little swatchy swatch of that one. I am running out of room, though. We're gonna put it right there. It ain't no Juvia's place. Did I get it into the HUDA one? Running out of space. It ain't no Juvia's place, but that is a good powder blush. Okay, and the last one I had grabbed is NYX. This is their Butter Melts blush, and I'm noticing a pattern now that most of the blushes that I pulled that are powder blushes have like a velvety type of consistency to them, and that's probably why I like those. Like I mentioned with the Essence one, it kind of has like that waxy feeling that the original Fenty blushes had. I didn't like that, so I feel like it's that I like that formula of blushes. But this is the NYX shade Had Butter, swatched on my arm. And one blush that I forgot to grab, but like honorable mention because I'm not swatching it, Patrick Ta blushes. Baby, when I tell you shades be there for different complexions. Formula, again, it's going to be a little goes a long way. Do not start out with a lot and then be surprised that it looks like a lot on your face. Patrick. Oh, one more honorable mention because I cannot find the blush. I'm just gonna have to purchase another one. The Sephora sale is coming, so I will just end up having to get another one then if I cannot find the blush. Pat McGrath blushes. I would say remind me very much so of Laura Mercier blushes, where it is going to show up on the face. It's going to be flattering, but it's not, again, it's not like a Juvia's Place or a Tower 28, something like that. It's almost like, you know, think of the liquid type blushes, but in a powder formula where it's just going to fuse into your face. So again, if you are going for more of like the natural blush look straight out of the container, then you'll get that with the Pat McGrath blushes. Now, of course, they're a little pricier, but they're worth it. That pink, literally have not been able to find a pink like that is so flattering on my skin tone. When I get, you know, comments pointing out blush on my face, especially someone who does not wear like prominent blush, stuff like that, that's how you know, like, she did her big one with that blush. She did, which is why I'm so irritated that I cannot find. I have turned everything upside down. I've gone through all purses and whatnot. Cannot find it for the life of me. Maybe I need to check my going out purse more, but like, I'm not even like a throw my blush in my bag kind of girl. So but I need that again. All right, y'all, and that is it for blushes that I would recommend that actually show up on deeper complexions. There are plenty of more out there. I get reminded of them as I keep talking. You know, I mentioned Milk earlier. LYS has, but those are cream blushes. Cream blushes are also very nice. I go back and forth on liking cream products because I have oily skin, and even though I have normal skin around the perimeter of my face, it really just depends on the other product that I'm mixing it with if cream blush is going to stay where I put it. So that's why I don't be fiending to try to use cream blushes. But LYS also has a very good cream blush that is, of course, they have shades flattering for deeper complexions, and it lasts on your face throughout the day. I'm trying to think any other drugstore. I don't think I cared that much for e.l.f. blushes. Trying to think. I don't know. Do I need to try more drugstore blushes? I might need to try some more drugstore because I'm not thinking of any besides NYX. Yeah, I guess leave some comments down below recommending some drugstore blushes because I guess I haven't tried enough of them. But that is it for this video. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.